Hey everybody, it's the Red Man again with more complaining about sports, but this time it's something big enough that even normies have been getting in on it. A lot of the stuff I complain about is mostly stuff you'd only hear about if you're still, like me, stupid enough to pay any level of attention to ESPN or the ESPN app. Like, you just gotta see the score of the New York Ranger game, see how they barely managed to beat the worst team in the league in overtime, and in doing that, get confronted with ESPN's absolute cancer. Don't be like me. Delete ESPN from your phone, your computer, everything else. Save yourself. Leave me behind. It's too late for me. But even if you did, you would probably still be hearing about this, especially if you are any level of baseball fan. I can't believe I have to speak the following sentence, but because Georgia passed a law, the state of Georgia passed a law trying to establish some sense moving forward in their state elections, MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred has decided to move the MLB All-Star Game out of Atlanta in 2021. About 3 months ahead of the All-Star Game, the man's an absolute buffoon. He's got to scramble to find another place to hold the All-Star Game and get all the infrastructure and logistics set up for that on very little notice because he is an idiot, a spineless, dickless moron.
Yes, it's true. This man has no dick.
To elaborate, due to Georgia's voting law, the woke left has lost their damn minds. They are weirdly angry about measures being taken to make it harder to commit any form of voter fraud. Like, you'd think they'd be thinking, preventions against voter fraud, that's a good thing to establish some integrity in our, democratic process that they hold so dear, allegedly. But no, they are stark raving mad over it. And they've been going on about boycotting all sorts of boycott Home Depot, Delta, the Atlanta Braves, or whatever, because of Home Depot, Delta, and of course the Atlanta Braves are headquartered in Georgia. And because of this pressure from a bunch of witless piss whistles who almost certainly don't watch baseball in the first place, dickless Rob Manfred moved the All-Star Game. You know what, I'm calling out. We're not even going to read this ridiculously long article. We're just going to see that LeBron James here, Los Angeles Lakers star LeBron James, forgot what sport he plays and is butting into MLB bullshit. We're going to read the MLB statement on this, and we're going to move on to the point I'd like to make. The politics, I don't want to get too deep into the fucking politics. I just want to show you how this is going to kill Major League Baseball due to the professional idiocy of their commissioner, dickless Rob Manfred. First, his statement. In a statement, MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred said the league is, quote, finalizing a new host city and details about these events will be announced shortly. I saw someone on Twitter, and I hope to God they were just joking and this doesn't become a reality. He was joking that the MLB would move it to the All-Star Game to New York and Governor Cuomo would throw out the first pitch. Could you imagine? Now, if Dickless Rob has any sense, which is a huge if, he'd probably move it to whatever stadium, not the New York Rangers, whatever stadium the Texas Rangers play in, because they're allowing fans. They're apparently allowing just regular capacity fans. That might actually be a good idea. Move the All-Star Game to a place where, people can actually watch it. If there's anybody left who gives a shit after this disaster. It would be a terrible idea to relocate the All-Star Game to a state like New York or California where you couldn't have any fans in the stadium at all. That would just be pissing away money, which I wouldn't put it past Rob Manfred to do because he is a dickless imbecile. Quoting the statement the MLB released here, quote, over the last week, we have engaged in thoughtful conversation with clubs, former and current players, the Players Association, the Players Alliance, I don't even know what that is, why, among others, to listen to their views, Manfred said in his statement. I have decided that the best way to demonstrate our values as a sport is by relocating this year's All-Star Game and MLB Draft. What are your values as a sport? Because you didn't seem to really care that the Houston Asterisks cheated to win a World Series and cheated to make their way to another World Series only to get waffle stomped by the Nationals. You didn't really do shit about that, ruining the integrity of the actual sport for an entire generation. But this, Dickless Rob, this is what you crusade for. Some pissant voter law, like just administrative laws in Georgia. That's the big issue to you. You failed abortion. Fuck you, Rob. Major League Baseball fundamentally supports voting rights for all Americans and opposes restrictions to the ballot box. Really, fool? So then why did you ever decide to hold the All-Star game in Georgia in the first place? They restrict access to the ballot box for people who are incarcerated for felonies. Do you not oppose those restrictions? If you don't, why not? If you do, why did you decide to hold the All-Star game there in the first place? You two-faced puppet weasel. In 2020, MLB became the first professional sports league to join the nonpartisan Who Gives a Shit. You're a professional sports league. How about you become the first professional sports league to focus on professional sports and maintaining, your own house, keeping your own shit in order, not making new stupid-ass rules, a runner on second base to start the 10th inning. Get your own shit in order, because as we're about to see here, it is falling apart because of Dickless Rob, and partly because of this woke bullshit. We proudly use our platform to encourage baseball fans and communities throughout our country to perform their civic duty and actively participate in the voting process. That's what Georgia did. They participated in the voting process and elected a bunch of state representatives who wish to add some sense to the voting process going forward in these most trying of times, to codify some rules about how ballot drop boxes are to be maintained and supervised, etc., etc. Fair access to voting continues to have our game's unwavering support, so shouldn't you be in favor of stuff that makes it slightly harder for dead people to get ballots? Or do you oppose restrictions on the dead voting? I've had enough of this. It's just a bunch of ESPN trying to spin the narrative in the favor of the woke left and Rob Manfred, the absolute fucking idiot who is going to destroy an entire sport with his absolute fucking idiocy. What I'd like to show you now is the ratings for, this is the ratings for top 150 Thursday cable original and network finals, April 1st, 2021, opening day for Major League Baseball. Here's the best rated MLB broadcast of the day, MLB opening day. This is you see down here, number 4, MLB opening day, Toronto at the New York Yankees. Easily top 4, possibly the single most popular franchise in Major League Baseball, the New York Yankees. On opening day, draws 910,000 viewers and a rating in the 18 to 49 demographic of 0.28. This is in 2021. Remember that. 910,000, 0.28. This is 2000, I believe I got 2019 here set up for you. Yes, 328, 2019. Opening day 2019. This is going up against 4 different, the top-rated MLB broadcast, MLB Sunday Night, was going up against a NCAA basketball tournament game, which did 4.9 million views and a 1.42 in the 18 to 49. MLB was going head-to-head with that and still managed 1,186,000. Base just about damn near 300,000 more for Boston versus Seattle. I'm pretty sure the residents of Seattle forget there's a baseball team in their town half the time, and that still managed to do, against serious competition from Purdue versus Tennessee, 200,000 more views opening day. Nearly 300,000 more views opening day 2019. Now, you want to see an absolute tragic, just utter fucking disaster brought on by Rob Manfred's colossal mismanagement of the MLB. Not just the woke bullshit, but also the gross, gruesome mishandling of the Astros cheating scandal. Here's 2018. MLB leads the way, just taking a fat shit on the Thunder and Spurs. MLB at 659, bleeding over the Thunder and Spurs, who did 400,000 less. The MLB, San Francisco versus Los Angeles Dodgers, 1,966,000 from 2018 to 2021. And this is opening day again on March 29, 2018, opening day 2018. From opening day 2018 to opening day 2021, they lost 1 million viewers, just a little bit more than half of their viewers. Absolute fucking catastrophe. And the rating from the 18 to 49 demographic, this is 0.61 in 2018. What was it back here? MLB, 0.28. They lost more than half of their 18 to 49 demo, too. Just complete catastrophe. And now, boycott MLB is trending. We should all hope to have one day Rob Manfred's level of job security. Even if you want a woke leftist puppet, surely you could find one a little bit less ruinously incompetent than dickless Rob Manfred, the worst commissioner in the history of professional sports. I've decided. I talked before about it being a 4-ass clown race between the commissioners of the Big Four for worst commissioner. I think this puts Rob Manfred not only just ahead of the other 3 commissioners now, but ahead of every other commissioner in the history of the Big Four. No one could possibly fuck up a once prosperous league like Rob Manfred did. Destroyed half of the viewership in 3 years. It's almost impressive. And I, for one, can't wait for the All-Star Game this year. I'm going to remember to do a ratings comparison of the All-Star Game in 2021 compared to the All-Star Game in 2019. I think we're going to really see some utter carnage due to Rob Manfred. Dickless Rob Manfred, the biggest ass clown who ever lived. But before I blow even more of a gasket, I'm going to wrap it up there. I got nothing to tell you about the fucking MLB. It's not like there's anything you can actually do about this. It's not a free market. We can't the boycott's not going to do anything. They're like I say, it's not a free market. Do you think they bought the Atlanta Braves and the MLB bought Truist Park where the Atlanta Braves play on the free market? Fuck no. They had Cobb County taxpayer pay for it to the tune of $600 million in taxpayer in bonds issued on the credit of Cobb County taxpayer. It's not like you can't make your own baseball league because you're not going to get Cobb County to give you $600 million to buy a baseball stadium right next to Truist Park, the Atlanta Cravens, and make your own baseball league and compete with the MLB. That's not going to happen. The MLB's basically become socialist. There's no competition, and that allows them to be wildly incompetent. So I don't know what to tell you. I can't imagine you'd care to watch between the new rules, the complete defilement of any integrity the league had in the wake of the Astros cheating scandal, and in the wake of this shameless political toadyism, cowardice. Like, tuning into a Major League Baseball game and seeing this, or trying to be a baseball fan, and being shoveled this political cod swallop is like going to a pizza place and being shoveled this political cod swallop. You're just sitting there at the counters like, I just want my pepperoni and sausage pizza, please. I don't really want to hear about your thoughts on monetary policy. For the love of God, just give me a fucking pizza. For the love of God, just give me a fucking baseball game. I don't want to hear about your thoughts on Georgia voting laws or what the fuck ever. If they're that disastrous, I'm sure the courts will deal with them, not the commissioner of baseball. What the commissioner of baseball is going to do is destroy the league's viewership in under 5 years. Absolutely ruin it. But now for real, I'm done. I'm finished. I'm going to go have a beer. I'll see y'all next time. I got a hot video game video on the way. I promise you. I've been saying that for like 5 videos now, but I mean it. Soon. Look forward to that. I could use a break from this sports just killing my soul. I'm the Red Man. Thank you all for watching this far. Tell me what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Take care.